So it's Monday morning after the show. I'm tired. I'm that kind of, not fatigued, not burnt out, although I am a little burnt out, but just sort of like I'm doing everything kind of low energy, slow motion, but I feel okay. I feel emotionally good. I did enjoy the show in the end. I had a rough patch in the middle / beginning there, but I did enjoy it. I don't regret going, but I'm glad I don't have a show for a while. The bummer is I've been going, and then this weekend is Father's Day. Next weekend, we have some friends from out of town. The following weekend, Tech Advisor Azuki's going out of town for a while for work. Less than a week, but more than a weekend. So things won't really get back to normal for another month still. But school's over, and we're starting the school program today, so hopefully that goes well. And I'm looking forward to having a nice cup of coffee. And I was going to say drawing, and I am going to bring my iPad, so I will do some drawing, but catching up on a lot of stuff. Paperwork, just life stuff, editing this video, which is a good point. I, around the Kickstarter, started doing like real-time-ish updates where like, here's my current videos. Previously, I was doing a backlog, and I don't know where I was, but I had months of videos that I have not edited and put up. And previously, I'd be like, do people want to see this? People were like, yes. So assuming I keep doing these modern updates, would people want like classic episodes where I fill in the gaps, or is that just wasting time and nobody cares? Let me know. I'm feeling good. Dropped the kid off. She's very excited about this new program. Hopefully it works out and it lives up to her expectations. And I came to a Press Espresso that I haven't been to in a while. This is when I used to come to a while back. I'm sitting out back. There's no one out here. It's borderline chilly. It's been overcast. We're in June, and it's almost chilly. I'm loving life. I don't have a specific plan. I'm going to collate the financial data for my last show, although I have an idea of what I did. I'm going to edit a video. I'm going to work on stickers for the Kickstarter, and I'm going to drink some coffee and eat my avocado toast and just try to decompress from everything that's happened before more things happen. I just came from Lowe's. We needed some of these wall anchor screws to hang a thing. It's not quite 12. This is right about when I'd normally be going to pick up the kid from regular school. Now, this summer program thing starts a little bit later, and we had talked about getting her out around 12:30, which would be a half hour later than normal, but would equal the same amount of hours she's normally gone out of the house. However, it does run until, I thought it was 2, but it's actually like 2:30, 2:45. I got to double check when to pick her up, but it's, between 2:30 and 3. So it's like a full school day, which is ironic since it's specifically not school, but we're sort of like, well, if you want to stay the whole time, you can, because we assume she wouldn't want to, but she's like, I do, but she's not quite 6, and kids can be fickle or have a bad day or whatever. So I'm sort of hanging in the area because it's about 20 minutes from my house, depending on traffic. Could be 15, but I don't want to be far away and then have to run back and get her. So I'm sort of hanging in the area until 12:30, 1 o'clock, make sure she passes that. Then I might go home and take care of some stuff there. But part of the deal is if she starts going longer, I'm going to use some of the day for art and some of the day for catching up on house stuff that has just fallen behind since we moved in, basically. So anyway, I got some stuff from Lowe's, and I'm going to figure out what my next move is. Yeah. I'm at Ross. I've been kind of in this weird limbo where I have this extra time, but I don't want to go home. So I went to another coffee shop, got a coffee, and while I was there, I finished up the sticker order, which I was having a real hard time with for reasons I won't get into. And then I went to CVS to deposit cash from the show. Then I had a long chat with a buddy of mine that's going through some stuff, and ended up here. That's interesting, Walmart exclusive. Ended up here because I had to go to the bathroom. And this is a place to go to the bathroom and also look at toys. Yeah, so today's been weird. Good, I guess. I got all this extra time, but I feel like I didn't utilize it correctly. I got a little bit of drawing done on the print. I'm not happy with it, to the point where I'm like, should I just scrap this and start all over? I think I may have made a mistake trying to use a portion of the print as the sticker, because that's locked in, colored and everything. And now I'm like, does it really fit? I don't know, blah, blah, blah. The sticker thing, I'm using Sticker Invasion. It's good now, I think, but I was having, I had to keep rebooting, and the password didn't work, and then I had to wait 10 minutes to try again. It just took forever, but that's done, the order's in it at least. And similarly, when I went to CVS to deposit money, I couldn't get a signal. I had to restart the phone 50 times. So I feel like I wasted all my time doing things that I would normally get done in the normal amount of time I have, like the 3 hours or so, just doing the same things but taking longer. And then now I'm like, I don't know, I'm just like, I have a half hour. I actually have less than a half hour now, so I just parked. I'm parked, and I'm gonna like do stuff on my phone, edit a video, whatever. I'm almost out of power on my iPad, so I can't really draw. I think tomorrow, I'm gonna see how it went today, and if I'm secure that she will be here the full time, then tomorrow I won't do this, and I will either go to a coffee shop and draw my butt off, or I'll go home and take care of stuff there, or do something with this extra time that I squandered today.
Test print of the Horror A4 issue 3 showed up while I was gone, so we're gonna take a quick look, and I'm excited, but I also expect it, I expect it to need adjustments, unfortunately. Cover looks good. Colors seem nice. Just a little thing there. It says Prometheus Godfather. I don't know what that means. Okay, and then quality check. So what really I'm worried about more than anything else is the pages blending together like this, because I worry that it's going to read that way. Oh, is that so bad? Yeah, I worry it's going to read like straight across instead of, yeah, this is exactly what I was worried about. Oh, brother, sister, father, man.
All right, I'm looking at the test, print, proof, whatever, and this was the main page I had to correct. So looking here, it's a battle page. This is the middle. So you can see here, they're kind of blending together. This is what I had, and this is what I now have. The main difference is I shrunk both of the art just a little bit. I added a black border on one around the whole page, a white border on the other, and I made sure there wasn't any overlap of the lettering between them, because there was sort of, you see like the Fazam and the R, they're like just connecting, and now, boom, much better, much clearer. And that was the number one thing I needed to correct, but since I'm correcting, I'm going through and doing other things, but that part's done at least now. Tuesday, I'm going to the dentist. The short cleaning, I go twice a year because my insurance is luckily good, and this was the one where they just clean and polish, no exam, no x-rays, nothing like that. So I was in and out in a half hour. Got a little thing from the prize box for the kid. I mean, I kind of like it too, but it's for her. I'm gonna give it to her. I'm not gonna keep it. I might keep it, but we'll share it. We'll share it. Now I'm gonna go to a coffee shop and get some coffee and some breakfast. And my plan, oh, here's the door I'm looking for. My plan is to, I always have these overly ambitious plans. My plan, because I have extra time today, is to, oh wait, what am I doing? My plan is to get the artwork for the print done. Maybe not colored, but like the inks done, which is wildly ambitious. Even getting the pencils done would be satisfactory, to be honest. But I also need to go to Target at some point. And I'm right next to Target, but I can't go now because I'm starving. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. The good news is, the stickers that I sent in yesterday, they sent me the proofs today. I approved them. I'll probably have the stickers in less than a week, which is a nice change from the comic where, you know, it took me weeks to get it. And then I'm like, okay, here's my changes that took me a week to do. And I sent it to them, and now who knows when I'll get it back. But yeah, stickers, pins done, stickers gonna be done, comic gonna be done, print, art needs to be done, t-shirt, haven't even started anything. Going to East Coffee today, which is someplace I don't normally go, but they have really good spinach croissant things. Okay, I'm here about 2 hours, and I'm fixing to leave. This is what I was looking at, and I was kind of starting to tighten it up, but I just wasn't happy with it. I wasn't sure if I should keep the logo or not, and I kind of redid everything. I had taken the logo out and put back the soldiers, but then I kind of like the way the soldiers frame the whole bottom and the logo, and she's sort of popping up behind it. Redrew the horror, made it more of like an indifferent looking up look, and then I'm going to have a bunch of the other characters in the background. So it still needs a lot of work, but I've kind of hammered it into where I want it. Now this is not inks, this isn't even finished pencils. However, I am going to leave. But this is about when I'd normally be done. But that's less time than I normally would have because I went to the dentist or whatever else. But I have to go to Target to pick up some things that I need today as soon as I get home. And I'm not feeling great either, so I'm gonna go to Target, go home, and take care of some house stuff, and maybe work on this some more, maybe not, but I think going back to burnout and pushing myself too much, I'm gonna stop. Yeah, I'm gonna take care of some other stuff so I don't have to rush and kill myself later. And just be happy that I got the layout rough to a point where I feel comfortable going in with finished pencils. Whew, it's Wednesday. I think it's about 90 out, but I was inside air conditioning for the last 5 hours or so. This is the first day I've really utilized that extra time. And I more or less drew the whole time. I think it's about 6 hours total that she's at school, but where it is in a weird place. I thought I'd be going to different coffee shops, but there's no coffee shop closer than 15 minutes, so I just came to the one I normally come to. So I lose about a half hour, and then I assume I lose another half hour ordering food and farting around on the internet and stuff. So I'm saying between 4 and 5 hours I worked today. Oh, I feel that heat in the car. And I'm proud of myself for doing it, especially because I have been getting my butt kicked by this Kickstarter reward print. A smart person would have done the art ahead of time, or at least started it or had an idea, but I was so seat of my pants. And I'm like, oh, I'll make it 9x6, that'll be easier. It doesn't matter. If it's 9x6 or 11x17, I approach it the exact same way, with the exact same amount of detail and everything. And like, I feel like I'm being ambitious, which is good. It makes me grow as an artist. I'm doing it on my own characters. Hey, here's another piece of media. Maybe I'll make extra, because it wasn't billed as an exclusive, this one, so I can sell it at shows and stuff. But there's a deadline. I have to get these rewards in by a certain time. And I also have to get other things done. So it's this weird thing where I'm like, I'm happy I'm doing it. I just don't have enough time, which is wild. I had 6 hours today. And what I did was like half of the pencils. I'm happy with what I did, but it's like, whoa, I'm so slow. And I keep waiting for this moment where like I will have practiced enough, done it enough, that it'll sort of become a little bit more routine and a little bit more rote when I'm not reinventing the wheel every time. But I'm like referencing my own characters to see what they look like. I'm checking perspective. I'm checking layouts. I'm checking, everything. And I feel like I get better. I can see the progress that I've become a better artist over X amount of years. But I feel like I don't get faster, and if anything, I get slower. And it's depressing because we're all gonna die, and I wanna have a body of work behind me. And forgetting about the years it took me to put out issue 3 because life stuff gets in the way, it's depressing that if I sit down, I feel, again, I always quote this, like a day should be enough to do a page of pencils, from nothing to finished pencils, even if that day is 12 hours. So if that's the case, then a week at 3 hours, it should be, I don't know. I'm happy and frustrated at the same time. I gotta go pick up the kid.
I just got done making a sample platter lunch, and it's Thursday.
I'm dropping a print off at the post office from Etsy. And as soon as I got it packaged and ready to go, within the last day, 3 more prints sold. All Godzilla -1, which is awesome, but odd. So I dropped the kid off at her summer program, which has been long, as I said. It usually runs till close to 3. But I'm gonna be picking her up at 12:30 to take her to the doctor because yesterday she was complaining about it hurting when she urinated. Now, here's the problem. She might be fine, or it could be a urinary tract infection that gets worse and is terrible pain by today or tomorrow. She is very good at paying attention to her body, but that means she'll be like, I have a pain right here. Ow, my elbow hurts, and she'll let us know, but it might literally be nothing. It might be that she ran around and her feet are a little sore and she's not used to that, or it could be, wow, she's got a viral infection. And so I'd say 50% of the time, I'm able to dismiss it and be like, well, let me know if it gets worse. The other 50% of the time, then 25% of the time, it turns out to be something. And the other 25% of the time, we go to the doctor and it's nothing. So we'll see what it is today. But I'm going to have a shortened day. I dropped this off the post office, and I'm going to do house stuff. I got to do a lot of cleaning. I got to take a shower. I'm just going to, probably not going to get our work done, do all that stuff until it's time to pick her up. And then after we go to the doctor, I got to go to the pet store for food. My cat won't eat the food. Anyway, I got to go there, and I got to go to somewhere else that I'm now blanking on. So I don't think I'm going to get a lot of artwork done today, but that's fine. I've been getting a lot done, and tomorrow, Friday, assuming she's not sick, staying home, I'm going to use that time to get back to work on the print. Remember like 2 days ago when I'm like, my goal today is get the print done. Well, maybe at least the inks. Meanwhile, 5 hours into working on the second rough, I'm like, I got the pencils half done. But I do think this is a rare case where I think the inks will be quicker than the pencils, because the pencils are taking a lot of like, what does that character look like? Let me find a reference for that one and things like that. But anyway, I gotta go.
An astro head for your tic-tac-toe symbol?
Yeah.
Okay.
My local Rite Aid is closing down. They've got almost nothing, and they didn't have what we needed, but they did have several kids' books for 90% off, and I was like, let's get these. Forgot my wallet. But I remember putting some cash in the car, but I only found $1. So even at 90% off, I could only afford one kid's book. But yeah, it's a bummer. This was like the local place, and they went to Chapter 11, and then they came back, and now I guess they're gone again for real. They're selling fixtures and stuff. And it's a bummer for me because this is my local close place, and it's a bummer for everyone that works there because now they're out of work and they're just like, yeah, I don't know what we're doing. Like, God, that stinks. Capitalism. 12:45. I just got done working on the stretch goal print. I think I'm in a good spot. I still have a lot of work to do, but I have like the layout and the pencils done. I might readjust one or two little things, but next time I sit down, I should be ready to ink it. Some of it, I'm having the phenomenon that I had with working on the comic, where some of my pencils, roughs, are so tight. It's like, could I just turn them black and call it inks? Maybe, I don't know, I'm gonna see. But at the very least, I'm ready to move on to that stage. I'm stopping now because I wanna look at it with fresh eyes before I move on. I got an hour more than I would usually get when she was in school. And yeah, it's weird. I had a bunch of conventions. This weekend is Father's Day, so I know I'm doing Father's Day celebrations one day. And the other day, I'm not sure what I'm doing. I do know what I'm doing. I'm working on cleaning the house and getting it ready, because next weekend we have visitors coming for a few days. And the weekend after that, I think is Comic-Con? No, that can't be right. What's the weekend after that? Something else is coming. Anyway, I'm gonna head back home. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be lightly productive in the house. Probably gonna catch up on a couple emails. Maybe, book a flight for the beginning. That's the beginning of August. That's a month. That's a month and a half away. Might as well not exist. Yeah, I'll probably play some Fortnite too, just to. I did come home and I played a game of Fortnite and I relaxed a little bit, and I've been working on this mess. Now, part of this is toys I need to sell, and part of it's just like mess I need to put away. But a big part of it is art stuff that has gotten in disarray from the last 3 weeks of shows, especially the one where I went on the road. So I have like these 11x17 prints. I just got done putting all of them back in here. I had like 3 different areas. They're all organized, put back. I got to do that with these 9x6, and then one of these bins is going to go up there, and another one's going to go away, and this is kind of what I'm working on now, but it's going to take a lot of work in here. Also, I have a lot of comic book stuff out for the Kickstarter, but that doesn't need to be handled right this second. I worked on the 9x6 a bit. I have them mostly put away. In my last show, I damaged 2 of the bins. This one, completely unusable. I'm going to get rid of this. That's bad, but what's good is that I was kind of planning on cutting down anyway. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 now, and as long as I can squeeze those into some of those, then great. I lost one, but it doesn't matter. But it's time to pick up the kid. Got this blind box, which was a bad idea. This is like a little mini model kit blind box of Transformers, and they look really cute. I don't know where I'll put them, and I really just wanted Grimlock, but it was on sale for Father's Day, so I treated myself to one, and I got Grimlock. But this is what he looks like. Dinner. I like to mix it all together. She does not. So, same thing, but a little different. Hey, what's up, everybody? Gazbot here. This tone is wrong. It's Saturday the 14th. I've mostly been cleaning the house. The cats are sick, or one of the cats is sick again. Diarrhea, for sure. Puking. I don't know what's going on. I feel like it's been this cycle of one or the other cat being sick on and off for a few months now. So even though I just changed the litter yesterday, it was a nightmare in there. They're not making it into the box. It's like a box inside of a piece of furniture. Anyway, I had to clean all that completely, dump everything out, and just, it was a mess. And there's some puke on the stairs I got to clean later. But I'm also cleaning up because we have the house, because we have people coming to visit in a few days. So I don't want puke on the stairs, but I also don't want boxes in the living room, etc. My office is probably going to get a lot more messy because a lot of it's just going to get shoved in here like a closet. So I'm taking a quick break, gonna play some Fortnite, then go back to that. Yeah, that's my day. And Viola, it is the cleanest it's been in forever. Not just vacuuming, getting rid of everything, but dusted like everything. mopped the floor, cleaned that off. There's some stuff there, but that's not gonna last. This is going upstairs. Busted and dirty, and I'm supposed to be in charge of the kid now, but tech advisor Arzuki is working on stuff in their room, so I just kept working here. Now I'm gonna take a shower. I want to take a break, but we're supposed to also hang something, so we'll see how the order of that goes. The good news is I'm having Chipotle for dinner, so it's all gonna be worth it.
Right there in that hexagon.
You're something, buddy. How did you know that was for you? You two jumped right on that.
Yeah, these machines are all over Japan.
Whoa, uh-oh, okay. It's a Father's Day trip for, well, I guess for me, but for all of us, so I think we're each gonna get one thing, or I don't know. This might be my pick because it's translucent and I'm a sucker for that. These are also tempting, but I know from experience that when I get erasers, I never ever use them. This is old school Mazinger Z, but I'm not a big fan of these where it's just like a picture, like in a tiny picture frame.
Keep turning.
Keep going.
There it is. There it is.
I was hoping to get blue. I got blue, but I don't know what set because I have to build them, but I hope it's this one.
Oh, I
I think they're gonna be like regular cards.
Put the emblems you want to use on the scan field.
3 pinball games over here that I've never been able to play when I came with her, and she's doing Naruto with tech advisor Arzuki. So now I have to pick. I feel like Star Wars is the obvious one, but I'd like to try all 3 if possible.
Well, I think that's it unless you get the match. Let the kid pick, you get a winner. Spin the wheel, press the button.
Press the button, press the button.
So it's 8:20 at night, Tuesday? Tuesday. The day this video goes up. It was supposed to go up earlier today. Things happened. Then I thought I was ready to do it. I was editing and I had a big like final wrap up. And when I'm watching the kid, sometimes she's in her room in independent play and I have a monitor on. And if that monitor is on my phone while I'm recording, you see me and you hear, and that's what I had after a 10-minute speech about whatever. So I'm just gonna wrap up with, this is the end of the video, and on to the next one. On to the next one. Wait, that's not the right music. I was doing a totally different song. I thought I imported it. I don't have the assets on my phone. This is all on my phone now. How does it go? I can't remember. Do, 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 do. That's White Stripes. What's the little bassy thing I do? I don't know. Goodbye. Goodbye.